so. It's a world premiere conversation type of vibe that we're about to have. But I'm gonna give my raw thoughts and my honest opinion and perspective on this. This has captured my attention. Usually, I don't like to cover stories that had to revolve around these type of things because I'd rather put my focus to other things. However, I think it's always important to make sure we make the message clear for those who are still gonna go through troubles. Now, here's the thing. Game is gonna save your life, and knowledge is gonna save your life. Experience is gonna save your life, and someone who can advise you in different places is gonna experience your life. As the title says, pussy. Excuse me. Sex is never that serious. Women are never that serious. It's never worth the drama, especially if you got a reputation to your name. One of the biggest things that I talk about specifically with what I create in an all-star lifestyle is that if you have a reputation, what's good, Mikey? But if you have a reputation for yourself, you got a name for yourself, you got to make sure that you are making intentional decisions and you are vetting the women that comes into your life, because whether men like it or not, you are still going to be seen as a cash cow to some women. Not all women, but some women will definitely see you as a cash cow. They will see you as somebody they can use and want to one up and want to get in contact with or want to use and get, whatever the case is. And this is what this whole situation signified. Now, to catch people up, because I'm also going to play a video for the people, but to catch people up is that basically Tylil was accused of SA allegations, which mean actual assaults. And the lady, she basically lied in his name, but it's clear that they did smash. So now that they did smash, Tylil cheated, so she felt bad about the situation. So now she went publicly and said he SA'd her. He did something. He's a rapist and everything like that. So and that will obviously ruin your reputation if you are growing into a big social media platform. But it's not just on social media. This is real life. This is real life shit. But see, this is why I say sex is never worth the drama. It's never worth the stuff. If you can see a red flag in a woman who is acting crazy, but you're led by your dick, right? You're led by what's between your legs. You're gonna always put yourself in bad predicaments, situations. You're gonna catch diseases. You're gonna be in very sloppy and messy situations, and the reason is because you're not taking care of who you are, and you're too worried about the pleasure more than you're worried about what you need to see as the bigger picture. And this is what this all significant makes it a significant thing, because remember, it takes two to tango when in situations like this happen. Like, yes, although she's wrong for falsely accusing him, he's wrong for putting himself in a situation for her to even speak on his name like that. You see, this is one of the biggest problems with men in this world, is that because a woman is beautiful, she got a nice body and everything. Just because she does that, you give her access to who you are, your name, your life, your reputation, and everything. And now she can speak on certain shit that you're saying. And because she's speaking on certain things that you're saying, now she has power over you. And you see this, and this is no knock on women, but we're gonna have to call it how it is. Women know that they can rule weak men. Women know that they can run weak men. Women know that they can do this. They can. She sent him a request for $2,000 saying, for playing with me. So you got to send me money or I'm going to tell the world, basically. He did cheat on his girlfriend with this woman. So it's still even a bigger thing. So regardless, although she falsely accused him and it's still some BS, it is still on his end. We got to look at him. Yes, okay, that's fucked. You can get your reputation back. I promise you, you will, because we're seeing the bigger picture for what it is. But what men need to know is that this man cheating on his girl with another girl who was crazy and lied on his name because he is led by what's between his legs. And this is one of the biggest problems that comes across with guys who have social media to their name, who got some fame, who got whatever the case is. Always remember this, and I'm going to talk about this maybe next week, I believe. But you are never invincible. You are not bigger than a program. You are not bigger than what the game is. You are not bigger than life. Just because you got some heights, you feeling good, you doing this, and you're on top of the world. I always stay neutral in those situations. The reason why I say stay neutral is because you never want to feel like you're ever going to be invincible in a certain way, because the moment that you do, you think you got all the power. There's going to be a situation that's going to show you just like this. And I'm going to play something for you guys too, because there were some situations in this was like, it's although they both are really wild on their ends, I think there was a lot more pillow talking that came into this thing, because even if she's an evil ass woman, that don't mean you gotta deal with her. Don't deal with women who are gonna seem a little bit crazy, who are gonna lead the situation, or who are gonna show who they are. You gotta vet these women for who they are, man. Stop looking at these beautiful bodies and shit and being like, damn, she a saint, she an angel. That shit don't matter, dog, for real. Being led by lust, ignoring the red flags. 1000%. Yeah, see, that's what most of these people do. Most men, let's say, being led by lust, being led by what's between their legs. And see, now here's the thing. There's a difference between knowing that you're gonna leave with less, but with certainty, meaning with boundaries. You're gonna say, okay, hold on, this is how I'm gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? This is what it is. I'm trying to do this with you. If you don't want that, then you don't want that. That's what it is. That's okay. Because guess what? Next 15 won't coming. But if you're gonna allow yourself to be weak in a situation like this, for them to have some power over you, see, this is why women think that pussy is power. They be like, oh yeah, what's between my legs is power. Because men like this make it powerful. And Tylil, if you ever come across this video or anything like that, just know you can come to me for any type of advice. This is me advising you, by the way, for any situation going forward, and any person in life. Don't got to be on social media, but if you want to build a name to yourself, a good reputation, you want to have something well for yourself, well off, that creates a legacy, you cannot be led by what's in between your legs, because the moment that you do, it's gonna destroy something very closely to you. Can destroy your reputation, your name. Something can happen to you that's gonna stop you. That's gonna put you in a position to be like, damn, okay, this ain't it for me. I gotta do something completely different. And this is what we gotta learn today, gentlemen. What sex is never worth the drama. It is never worth the negativity. It is never worth what's going to come. It's never worth to cheat. If you got to cheat, if you want to cheat, just lead the woman, bro. Leave her for what she is. Let me look at these things, bro. What's good? What's good? Some women prey on weak men sometimes. Yeah, I mean, yeah, some women do. What's good, bro? Some women do prey on weak men, but I mean, at the same time, the thing is like, just because women do prey on weak men, but it's I still look at the man to get stronger in the situation. Still have some discernment. Still be able to use your intuition. I don't empathize, but I understand how messed up the situation is. But I don't empathize with the fact that you can't think for yourself, that you can't put yourself in a position. He's 25. Tylil is 25. There is no excuses. You're cheating on your girl. You got a big name to yourself. Women are flocking. This goes for anything, bro. This goes for any type of man in any situation. You can be an incredible coworker, employee at your job. Women will flock. Women like all, and it don't matter. The moment that you allow yourself to feel like you're over the top of the world, or feel like you can get away with anything, is when things start to catch up and come back at you some way, somehow. It'll always happen. And if you lack discernment, and if you allow people or women specifically to run over you, you will face the consequences. And this is what we're facing. Now, it's not extreme because he didn't aid her, right? He didn't do none of those things, but he's facing the consequences of being a cheater, being a liar, and being a poor leader. And this is what we have to highlight today, ladies and gentlemen. It's what we got to. Put no trust in neighbor. Yeah, yeah. No, facts, facts, facts. Yeah, never pillow talk, bro. It's nothing. Never pillow talk. It's pillow talking women will never put you in a position to win. It don't matter who it is, what it is. It don't matter unless that is your woman going further in the future. Then that's one thing. But if it's not your woman, leave that woman alone. If that's not your exclusive lady, leave that. Stop pillow talking. Stop caring. Stop worrying about. Stop all that. Leave it alone. This is why these situations happen. And it's gonna happen time and time again, especially with men who are famous. But this is why the all-star lifestyle is gonna come and save these type of motherfuckers. Motherfuckers who got names to themselves and want to get right for themselves, want to build something, a legacy, because your reputation matters. You see how okay, the world will turn against you once they see there was an allegation or something against you, and let's say it was false, right? It was true at the moment, but then it was false, backed up by evidence. Now the world comes spinning back around. Okay, you're the fastest you build it is the fastest it can be let go. 1000%. What's good? What's good, me too? Hey, have a good one, Mikey. I appreciate you. But let's go ahead and listen to this thing real quick, y'all. Can y'all hear that? Thank you, Elevate. Let me know if y'all can hear it.
She got even weirder when his girlfriend called and he was talking to his girlfriend on the phone. After he got off the phone with his girlfriend, Jordan Pauline started acting very different. She became very angry and demanding.
The moment my partner called, Jordan started acting crazy. She got really aggressive. And she was acting weird. She made me uncomfortable. And that's what made me start recording to protect myself. Let me make it very clear right now. I have never quoted no tape of Jordan. I have never quoted no tape of Jordan. That was also false. Now, that y'all following me. Jordan seen the call come in from my partner. She got upset, started talking aggressively, and she made me uncomfortable, so I started recording to protect myself.
And she didn't want to be there because she was upset that the girlfriend called the phone while she was in the room. She demanded Tylil call her an Uber, which he did. A Toyota show.
Bro, look at all the
So didn't respond to
look
that.
at all the bullshit you gotta go through, bro.
So she sent him a Zelle request for $2,000.
I appreciate that,
And in the
man.
memo of that request, she said, for playing with me.
She's blackmailing me.
Look at this shit, bro. Look at this shit.
Lying on me, bro. That's dog. She's lying on me, trying to destroy my image, bro. I got a niece. I got a mother. I got a sister. She trying to blackmail me. I work hard every day for this girl. What you talking about? And I never let nobody take that shit from me. Out here. Only thing that girl had to show, oh my God. This shit right here, it said, yo, it says,
Yeah, exactly, bro.
For $2,000 for playing with me. NCAA, nothing's come at all. You're not getting $2,000 out of me.
Shit
I didn't pay
insane,
that
bro.
$2,000.
Now, Jordan took to social media to explain the $2,000. She said, $2K to pay for my phone that you broke. Doing that, but you still had a beat. That is still happened. You still premeditated and plotted. You'll be in jail.
That my legal team had to approve because the first thing I did instead of coming and speak to the public,
It's just embarrassing,
speak
bro.
to my lawyers. Don't let this world get to your head and you lose your moral compass. Because at the end of the day, we all have to deal with God. And if you know something made me feel a certain way, instead of trying to throw rocks and hide your hands, you should have fixed it immediately. And this could have been swept under the rug. Don't be mad your girl found out the type of man that you are. She should have known that's nobody's fault but yours. I always walk in love, and I wish you and her the best. No bullshit. God bless you too. Jordan is a victim, but said this all been all swept under the rug.
Come on, bro.
You're a
This shit
victim,
is
but you said it
embarrassing, gang.
could have been swept under the rug. If you had chosen integrity from the start, the situation would have never escalated. The reaction you're facing now is a consequence of your choices, not mine. Your girlfriend seeing your actions isn't my fault. I've never lied to anything in life. If I wanted drama, I would have ignored your call and gone straight to social media. But that's not who I am.
Bro, I can't even.
A real apology matters. A real apology matters. A real apology matters. So if I would apologize to you, you would have never came to any.
Then Jordan Pauline goes on to say he's still a R. The police got all the details, so
Look
stay
at this
tuned.
shit, bro.
God
Like,
knows
it's never worth it. Oh my God.
Me. Jordan Pauline also released text messages that she had.
Dog, okay, bro. Did you see that? This what's good, Elijah? Yeah, I got it. Like, bro, this is what I'm saying. I can't even sit. To be honest, I'm gonna still put like a video out because I'm gonna clip some of this and put it on a video. But I genuinely cannot sit here and watch this full thing. I cannot hear all of it, bro. Man, but who said it? Who said it? Yeah, he did it to himself. He might as well take his lick as a man. He looking like a fool. You reap what you sow. Exactly. That's the whole point. You're gonna reap what you sow. If you are, like I said, if you are led was between your legs, you lack discipline with yourself, you feel like you're on top of the world, and you trust a woman that you just want to smash enough to shut up about you cheating on a girl, you famous. They don't, bro. Of course that $2,000 is gonna come through. Of course she's gonna blackmail you on something. Of course she's gonna do all these things and tell you to do that. Why do you think so? Why? Because now she has the upper hand. You cheated. You got fame to your name. I can use this against you, and this is what's gonna happen. This is embarrassing. This is embarrassing. I understand why he feels the way he feels, but it's embarrassing because he put himself in this situation. You are a loser if you cheat on a woman, and you're a loser if you got to lie to get some women, and you are a loser if situations like this happen. I just got to call it how it is. But obviously there's room for growth, but situations like this is why things always happen for famous people, bro. Even people that just work that have regular lives as well. stop getting caught up in the situations like this, bro. His niece looks up to him, so he don't want that on his name. No, for sure. Yeah, I know a little bit about they background and stuff, but just in general though, the whole allegation thing, it is messed up. It does cause a little bit of a stain, but now that it's cleared up, we still have to let's look at the other side of the coin. You have poor communication skills, poor leadership. You're a weak man when it comes to the decisions that you make as far as pleasure. Shout out to the platform he created, he built. Shout out to his team, whatever. But at the same time, if you as a man, any man going forward, if you as a man don't get yourself correct in any aspect like this that happens, you're not going to win in life. You're gonna go through these hoops. You're gonna go through these situations every single time, and the reason is because, firstly, let's be honest, the court system don't favor men. The court system does not favor men. That's a we don't got to get too deep into that. But they're gonna the world will side with the what a woman says first until a man backs up with evidence. Now I'm not here to be like, oh my God, women this and women that. The world is no. Sure, the world can be unfair. Though this can be unfair, but this is why it's important. You as a person, you as a man, to see what you're getting yourself into. Who is this woman that you're dealing with? Who is she when you were talking to her? How is she when she's speaking to you? Is she combative? Is she following through? Is she graceful? Is she giving you a lot of pushback on certain things? Does she wants things to go her way and not the way that you say it? All these will happen to you. Man, you gonna bring up the yeah, it's crazy, bro, but it's true. Watch the company you keep. It's a privilege. Nah, 1,000%, bro. 1,000. You definitely gotta protect yourself. You have to protect yourself. You gotta protect your name, your reputation. You gotta protect your money. You gotta protect what you've been creating. Look, bro, as long as it took you to build a certain empire, that can all fall off and that can all be destroyed if you are reckless with what you're creating. Don't waste the gifts that you are given in life off of something that just gives you that you get satisfaction for 15 minutes, even if that. That's not. There's nothing you're gonna have no room to grow. There's no evolution that comes into that. But this is why I'm saying the cat is never worth the drama. Sex is never worth the drama. Women are never worth the drama as a man. That's why you have to be honest and real when you're dealing with women and when women are dealing with you. That's why you have to be honest. This is why I always say a player is not a liar, is not a manipulator. I do not sell dreams. I am the dream. So therefore, I present myself as such. This is how it has to be. You have to be honest with this. Because if not, let's say this. And I remember I covered a story on Corey Kenshin because he was doing like this line and everything like that. But at the same time, too, let's say you're somebody who wants to be a big artist. All right, but you were doing all this line and all this stuff. You were, selling the dream, whatever the case is. Bro, you can end up becoming famous in the next couple of years. She'll bring that story up and say, oh, this is what happened. This is what this is. Why? You may not even, everything could have been consensual, but the fact that you still lied about a couple of stuff, she had her feelings played with, she's going to take that to the public and the public will side with her because you should not be manipulating somebody on how they feel. You should not be persuading. This is why oh my gosh. This is why I make all my videos. It's cool, it's fun, it's flirty, but it's real and it's honest and it's going to save you. It's going to save you in your time. And it's not about of course not being in the situations, but you shouldn't want to lie about something that's easy, that's attainable, that you can have, that you can get at ease with that, fear of success and all that. But never convince and never persuade, never try to do any of those things. That's not going to get you in the door. You can be persuasive with who you are. You are convincing because you're a convincing person. You're seductive because you're seducing you and seduce her. You're just seductive. It's not an act. This is why it's important to be an honest player, and why it's important to be somebody who has respect for themselves going forward. Yeah, because you might lose brand deals even if it's not exactly. But they're going to take their side. They're going to take the person who is the victim at the moment, their side over your side until you back it up with strict factual evidence. That's how it's gonna play off. But my thing is, right now that we're getting into it, why do you have to go through all these hoops just for 10 minutes of pleasure? 10 minutes of pleasure, and then people wonder why, like damn, I got the game, or like this, I thought this was the game, I thought this is how you do it, I thought this is how you talk to women, I thought this is what you do with women, I thought this is what you know the fuck you, this is not what you do with women. You be honest with these women. You tell these women, I want to smash you tonight. You let me know if you with that. Okay, you are. You don't gotta say it like that, of course. But okay, you are. I bet we gonna do that. I, for her free will, I was making vows last night because what All Star Lifestyle, we're gonna be having vows. We're gonna be. I have the official rules to get with a star. What requirements is gonna be to get to with a star, and one of the vows is that I vow to never convince or persuade a woman to be with me. And why? This was even before I was tuned in to this shit. But the reason why I say that is because you don't convince or persuade anybody to take your side. You don't convince or persuade anybody to say, I want them in my life. I got to do this for you to be in my life. Women have to rightfully choose to be with you. And you just got to be the best option for her at the time. And ain't nothing wrong with that. But why go out through all this mental stress, all this bullshit, all this drama, all because you want to smash? So really, in all, anybody who think they got the game, you don't have game. I don't care what you think. If you got a lot of women, if you got to persuade, convince anything or anyone to be with you, if you got to put on an act, you don't have game. If you got to have a pickup line, you don't have game. If you got to say some smooth shit just so she can feel good and get her in the door, you don't have game. And guess what? If you choose a wrong woman who's going to do you wrong and you got to face the consequences, you don't have game. Why though? Because we men are the deciders of what choices we make every single day. What we allow in our life is what we create in our life. If there's a chaotic woman, why the fuck would I bring a chaotic woman in my peaceful ass life, in my sexy ass life? Why would I do that? I don't want, see, sexy ain't just about a sexy body. I need a sexy, graceful woman who's gonna complement that. If you are not graceful, if you are not sexy, if I'm not feeling you, you're out of there. I don't care who and what you are. You are out of there. It doesn't matter. You have no game if you allow women like this to run you. Women don't run your life. You run your life, and they follow according into your life because that's what they want. And you will get peaceful women. You will get sexy, enticing women. You will get women who want to smash you all the time, want to beg for it. You'll get women who are on their best behavior around you because when they choose to be with you too, and say, when you offer the invitation, when you offer the hand to dance for the tango, she says, yes, I want to be with you. When she says that, there's no problems because you didn't have to manipulate a situation. You said, and you presented yourself for a woman to make her own decision. You know how much people be out here, not even just in dating in general, but how much manipulation there is just in the world, in life itself, commercials, all this shit. There's so much manipulation happening all the time. There's so many people that are out here trying to sell you on this thing, trying to make you see this thing, sell you this dream for that. Car salesmen, commercials, everything. Everybody is manipulating at some type of level. That's the real thing. And that's the stuff that most people don't want to talk about, but it's true. Everybody's manipulating on some level. The world is basically based off of manipulation. What did we just talk about last night? How to be seen in a world that praises masquerade parties. This is what I'm talking about. The same motherfuckers you see on the TV that's up there or that's popular, whatever, who not even just on the TV, but just in general, who want to present themselves as such. Most of them always get themselves in a situation where they have to be in this and now they got to back it up. Or they either really be like, I did this was happened to me. Come on, bro. Learn this shit. Learn the game, bro. See, I'm getting fired up by this. This is all passion. But at this, because we can do better as men. We can just do better. We don't have to do these things. We don't got to go through the hoops. But of course, there's going to be guys that's going to be like this. This is going to happen. This will always happen. But this is why we're here. This is why I'm here. So you don't have to let this happen. This doesn't need to happen. Come on, man. Learn this goddamn game, bro. Let the All-Star teach you the All-Star way, bro. Like, forget all the other noise. Listen to what I got to say. Come on, man. Like in one of the vows. I'm not going to say all the vows, but like I said, the vow. I vow to never convince or persuade a woman or anyone to stay in my life. I don't need to convince. Why would I convince somebody to be with me? I'm that motherfucker. If you're really that guy that you say, you're really that guy who's popping out here, you would not be convincing anybody to be in your life. You won't. There's no such thing as that. I don't even believe in convincing a record label to sign me. Bitch, I'm the shit, so you going to sign me. Come on, man. Learn this shit. Learn the game, bro. Learn the game. This it just makes no sense. We're gonna see this time from time, bro. The more that you and it just this shit get me fired the fuck up. What's up, Dakota? How you doing? Um, on top of that, the internet would not show mercy due to his actions, loose decisions. He didn't stay true to himself. And exactly, if you don't stay true to yourself, you're done. You're fucked. You're done. You're fucked. But you see how beautiful the game is, how beautiful the world is. The world is a mirror itself in a lot of ways. But in this aspect, the reason why the game is so fucking good is because when you are not true to yourself, you have no knowledge, you lack discipline, you lack all that shit. The world will show you who you are, and you will face your. Just gotta hold on. My bad, y'all. My apologies. My apologies. Okay, yeah, I gotta go, y'all. I gotta go. What's up, Lay? What's up, Lay? I gotta dip out of here. My apologies, y'all. I was going crazy. He paid 2 bands for the torture. Yeah, bro. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. Definitely catch the replay. I'm gonna clip this up and put it into a video. This has been an all-star world premiere, all-star conversation, bro. Authenticity is the new sexy. The shine within, shine without. What's up, Viva? What's good, Chucky? Shout out to everybody that's pulling up. But that's all I gotta really say onto this shit, bro. It's just please. And I hate saying the word please. I really do. I don't like saying it. I feel like it's like it don't feel right. But just do yourself a favor and respect yourself, please. Okay? Learn the game. Learn who you are. Learn who you truly are. Because if not, forget the world, forget the internet. Okay? They're gonna always talk, but for yourself, your karma is gonna be your subconscious, bro. Your karma is gonna be the thoughts in your mind. Your karma is gonna be what's coming into your brain, bro. It's how you feel about yourself at the end of the day. That's one of the biggest tortures in life anybody faces. When people talk about they fighting demons, that's what they're fighting. They're fighting the doubts in their mind. They're fighting the negative thoughts. They're fighting their bad behaviors. They're replaying images. They're replaying memories in their mind. Those are your demons. But you will always face that, and you will always have that karma unless you really see yourself for who you are and not for what you want to see yourself as. Get to know you. Everybody after this, go watch my last live on how to be seen in a world that praises masquerade parties. Please do. Okay, go look at my videos. I make things fun, flirty, and enticing and fun, but they all have a deep message underneath that. Because I don't want you to be in situations where you gotta do all these things in order to get yourself fucked up. It's not worth it. What's good, Desiree? Did I say your name correctly? I hope I did. But you guys, it's gonna be my time. Welcome to the All-Star community. Hit the like button, subscribe, and enjoy your time here. Thank you guys for being here. I'm gonna clip some things up. Look out for a new video coming soon in a couple of days. It's your boy All-Star Izzy, the shine within, shine without. Authenticity is the new sexy. I'm out this thing. Peace.